What's up? What's up? Trying to get this live stream to go. Where are you? Where are you? Come on. Man. What's up? What's up? Trying to get this live stream to go. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Come on. All right, looking pretty good here. I think we're good. Just need to get rid of the echo, then I'm good. Get rid of the echo. Make sure you can still hear me. All right, guys and gals, anybody out there in YouTube land, wherever you are today, I am coming on live to share some important information with you. I think is life-changing. It's been life-changing to me. I'm still getting an echo here before I get started. Let me see if I can cut that down and still be heard. Check 1, 2. I'm going to log in on YouTube just to see, make sure that I'm okay over here, and take it from there. Let me see. All right, just want to make sure I'm good. Make sure I'm being heard. If you have any questions in reference to this, feel free to type it in the comments when I'm done. I will definitely get back to you. Okay, good. All right, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk about what Albert Einstein calls the eighth wonder of the world. Eighth wonder of the world is called compounding interest. And let me find the statement. I'm actually going to bring it up and show it to you on the screen if this will allow me to. That's my Telegram stuff out there. I'm going to bring it up on the screen for you to see because it's so important. Oh, good. My screen is showing. Okay, it's so important. I think that everybody needs to know about this. Now, it's compound interest. So what is compound interest? Where are you, dude? There we go. All right, so compound interest. Albert Einstein says, it is the eighth wonder of the world. Pay attention to this. He who understands it earns it. He who does it pays it. If you understand this compound interest theory, you can grow money on top of money, on top of money, on top of money, on top of money, over and over again. If you don't understand it, you're going to be forever paying interest to someone else. Hope that makes sense. Because if you understand how this compounding thing works, you're going to be able to make money on top of money on top of money. If you don't, you're going to be paying. This is a simple way of paying interest. Paying interest on car loans, you know. You buy a $20,000 car, you wind up paying $27,000 for it. You buy a house, you buy a $100,000 house. By the time you paid it off, you don't pay $300,000 on it. Little things like that that you have to understand. So when I say that he who understands it earns it, he who doesn't pays it, the person that understands it is getting that extra money from you. If you don't understand it, you're going to be the one paying that extra money to someone else because you want this particular item right now. You want this car right now. You want this house right now. You want that pocketbook, that jewelry right now. You want to put it on your Macy's card. You want to put it on your Penny's card. You want to charge it to your Visa. You want to charge it to this. Those are the people that's paying interest that don't understand compound interest, right? And you'll be paying it for the rest of your life. Those that understand it know how to position themselves so that they're collecting it from other people. You understand? All right, so that's something really important. So I'm going to show you something that I learned. I learned this thing called the rule of 72. And if you remember anything I talk about this evening, remember the rule of 72, because the rule of 72 can change your life. Now, I'm going to be talking about other things on this channel, but it's mostly wealth things. I have other topics and other channels where I talk about, physical stuff or spirituality stuff. This channel right here is going to be related to money. So if you want to learn how the money, stick around and learn some things. Money, Bitcoin, real estate, foreign exchange, cryptocurrency, that type of stuff you're going to get over here, okay? So, and always, if you have any questions, just reach out to me. This brings me now to the rule of 72. All right, the rule of 72. What is the rule of 72? The importance of it. It's a simple rule of thumb that guides your financial future. See, most of us don't think about what we want to do as far as finances is concerned. We just go to work with blinders on, and we just work every day because someone told us we have to get out and get a job. Probably our parents, so you have to get a job. You're either going to go to college or you're going to get a job. You're either going to the military or you're going to get a job. That's what they say, and they put us in this direction because they don't know any better, because they was taught the same thing by their parents, and they was taught the same thing by their parents, and it goes, this continuum thing just happens. So let me tell you about the rule of 72, all right? The rule of 72 is a simple rule of thumb to guide your financial future. And if you remember anything about what I'm going to talk about tonight, and matter of fact, on this particular video, this is all I'm talking about is the rule of 72, maybe some extra inspirational things in there. This is how it works. You take any number that you get, any interest rate from your bank, from your savings account, or from your checking account, from your money market, from a CD, from wherever you get your interest rate from, wherever you're putting money at. You take the interest rate that you're getting, you divide that number into the number 72. The answer is the approximate number of years it takes for your money to double. Nothing more, nothing less. What I'm saying is the answer is how many years it would take for $1 to turn into $2, all right? So most people place all their money inside the bank. If you put your money in the savings account or a checking account, you're probably getting less than 1% on your money, all right? Which means it's taken 72 years for your money to double, because 1 divided into 72 goes 72 times, all right? So it's taking more than 72 years. But if you divide 2 into 72, that goes 36 times. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push it up, because I want to make it a good example of this and give the banks a break. And I'm going to give you 3%. I'm going to start off with the number 3. And if you divide 3 into 72, you're going to get 24. And what that means is that every 24 years, every dollar that you have in the bank, every dollar, all right, a dollar right here, $1, 19 cents, all right? Every dollar that you have in the bank is going to turn into $2 every 24 years. So if I gave you $1,000, right? If I can just give you $1,000 because I wanted to gift you, right? I said, here, take this $1,000, put it into your bank account. Don't do anything with it. Just let it sit there. Let me show you what happens over a period of time. That same $1,000 that I gave you, if you invested at 3%, 24 years later, because 3 goes into 72 24 times, 24 years later, that $1,000 will automatically turn into $2,000. And then 24 years from there, that same $2,000 will turn into $4,000. So over a period of 48 years, that $1,000 would turn into $4,000. All right, doesn't seem like much, but you did make four times the amount of money that you had. Just imagine being 18, right? Dropping it in the bank when you was 18, and then when you hit 66, you took that money out. Okay, even better. Let me make this even stronger. Over a 48-year period, imagine putting $1,000 instead of having a big old birthday party for your newborn child, right, and spending $2,000. Take $1,000, put it into a investment account for your child, and over 48 years, they have $4,000. Don't sound like much right now, but watch, it's going to get better. I'm going to show you. All right. So if you can get 6% of your money, and I can show you how you can do it, that's 6% per year, right? You divide 6 into 72, it goes every 12 times. That means every 12 years, whatever money you have sitting in the bank, just sitting there, not doing anything, it's going to double. All right. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. That same $1,000 that I gave you, first year it'll be 1,000. 12 years later, it's going to turn into $2,000. 12 years later, it's going to turn into $4,000. 12 years later, at 36, it's going to turn into $8,000. 12 years later, at 48, it's going to turn into $16,000. That's at 6%. Remember, I started off at 3% the first time when you got 4,000 back. This is where most people are, getting the 4,000 back or less. But if you can get 6% on your money, you can have $16,000. That's at 6%. So let's say I doubled it up and went from 6% to 12%. And I can show you how to do that also, all right? Most people don't know where to get that from, but I can show you how you can do that also. Let's see what happens when you double from 6% to 12%. You divide 12 into 72, it equals 6. That means every 6 years, your money is going to flip. It's going to flip every 6 years. All right, where can you get 12%? Some mutual funds, some stocks, Forex, which I teach, Bitcoin, which I teach, cryptocurrency, which I teach, real estate, which I teach. All right, those things you can get a higher percentage on your money. Okay, let me show you what happens with 12%. Your money is going to double approximately every 6 years. So year one is going to be 1,000. 6 years later, 2,000. 6 years later, 4,000. 6 years later, 8,000. 6 years later, 16,000. 6 years later, $32,000. Notice we're only at 30 years, right? We have to go all the way up to 48. We're only at 30 years, and now we're at $32,000. We're really moving, okay? Watch what happens when we go further. At year 36, $64,000. At year 42, $128,000. At year 48, $256,000. This is what's happening with your money all the time, all right? I know some people would have been happy with that $4,000, getting that $4,000 check and be like, I made 4 times my money, I'm good, right? But this is what happened. The bank takes that money that you give them, that we give them. They take it and they reinvest it. In this case, they made $256,000 off of our money, gave us a $4,000 check, and they profited with $252,000. This is happening every day. This is why you see so many banks on the corner when you go downtown. They're all over the place in almost every city. Banks are all over because they are legally, they can do this legally, and they can take your money and reinvest your money and make money off of it. And most people don't even know about it. Those that know about it don't even do anything about it, okay? $256,000, cut back $4,000 to the average person, and they make a profit of $252,000. And that's the crazy part, is our money, right? It's our money. They're allowed to do that. They're allowed to do that. So what they do, they give us personal loans, they give us school loans, they give us car loans, they give us credit cards, home equity lines of credit, first and second mortgages, business loans, real estate loans, hedge funds. They're in the Forex market just like I am. That's why I teach it, right? Skip the middleman. We're right in the Forex market, right? They're in the stock market and they're in other things also. But this is why we got to teach people. You have to take control of your own money, right? And we teach people, hey, never forget the rule of 72. Because if you can remember this, if you can remember the rule of 72, it can change your life, providing that you act on it and you try to get your money to a place where your money is working for you. Robert Kiyosaki says, until you find a way to make money work for you while you're asleep, you're going to always be chasing money. You're going to always be working for money the rest of your life, right? Most people, get a job at age 18, and they never stop working until they either pass away, hit 65, or hit 65 and they don't stop working, right? And the reason why is because they don't know where else to do. We're taught in our school system to go to school, get good grades, get a diploma, get a degree, and get a job, work and pay your bills. That's what we're taught. Go to school, get your education, get a job, and pay your bills. No one teaches us about multiplying money. Nobody teaches us about trying to become financially free. Oh, that's only for those other people over there. That's not for us. You know, we and you, if you're listening to this, you can become financially free too. Does not take much. All right. The rule of thumb for becoming financially free is to build up passive income. Get enough passive income coming in your life to exceed your expenses, and then you can become financially free, just like that. All right. I'm going to do more talks on this, right? But I just wanted to come and share this with you now because this was an experiment for me, the way I have the system set up. Got my little background here, and I wrote the title on when I was doing it earlier, talking about the sky is not the limit. People talk about the sky as a limit. The sky is not the limit. That's why I'm out here in the universe, all right? Because there's more. Most people have their minds locked up into a box, right? What they know and what they think they know is right here in the box. It's in their brain, and it's like, this is all I know. This is what I've been doing for the past 2 years. This is the way I've been doing for the past 5 years, the past 10 years, the past 20 years. And some people just stay locked in. What they know is what they know is what they know. But what I want you to understand, you listening to me right now, is that there's more to learn outside of this box. Because what you think you know and what you know is limited to this box right here. There's more information for you to learn outside this box, but you have to want to learn it. All right. And if you want to get more out of life, you have to become more out of life. All right. If in order for things to change in your life, you have to change. You can't continue to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. You can pray all you want, that's not going to help. You have to make a change. Okay. Don't pray for things, pray for understanding, pray for wisdom so that you can be able to get the strength to make a change because things are not going to just change for you. All right. The money is the money. It's going to always be that way. So I just wanted to come and share that with you today. My name is John Jester. I'm going to be doing some other teachings out here. If you want to learn how to make some money, feel free to go to my website at www.makemoneywithjester.com. That's Jester, Jester, jester.com. Or just reach out, leave me a message here on YouTube, and I'll get back with you. Send me a message. I'll send you a message back and show you how you can make money working 2 to 3 hours a day, working 3 days a week, making extra 200, 300, 400 hours a day, whatever you may desire, whatever you're willing to put in for work, whatever you're willing to put out in order to receive. Okay? You got to open yourself up. You got to give some in order to receive. So that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this rule of 72. Always remember the rule of 72. Watch this over again. And feel free to share this with someone else because it's really, really important that you get yourself out of the realm of just putting your money in the bank every day and thinking everything's going to be okay because it's not. You're running backwards that way. All right. John Jester signing out. Have a good day. Peace. Bye-bye. Okay. I'm just trying to sign out. Stop sharing. There you go.